But now we're going to go ahead and jump into the last segment of the podcast, and that's the long form discussion. And we're sticking with the theme that we went with our weekly icebreaker, and we're still going to talk about the topic of hardware revisions. So let's go ahead and jump into that. In a lot of cases, hardware revisions are things that are necessary.
Right.
For instance, the Xbox 360, the Red Ring of Death, that needed to be fixed.
Right.
So they came out with new, different versions of the Xbox 360, a lot of which were used as replacements for those original consoles. I remember my first console actually red ringed twice. The first time they sent it back to me. The second time they sent me a completely different original Xbox, and then later on, I actually upgraded from the original Xbox version to the Elite version.
I have a similar story. I went through. I'm pretty sure I had 4 red rings.
Oh God!
And the first two times they sent me back my normal Xbox. Actually, all of them except for the last time. After the 4th time, I got a different one. And the 4th time was the one that I had the issue with because I was using the wireless adapter. They wouldn't deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they sent me another one because when they sent it to me, it didn't have the marks.
Mine had stickers on it that were gone. I was like, damn, man, they couldn't put my stickers back on there.
Yeah, they cleaned that bad boy off, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a hardware, which I think is what this Switch rumor is. It's a hardware revision. It's not an update. It's not like an Xbox One S. It's not like an Xbox Elite. It's not even like the PS3 or the PS4 Slim that we have in the Slim version now. It's just a small revision, maybe upgrade the chipset, maybe add a new screen, but it's going to be essentially the same hardware. And when we look at the revisions, I don't think, for the most part, anybody makes a big deal out of it.
No.
And they shouldn't.
And because we've been getting revisions of consoles ever since the 16-bit era. I remember my first Sega Genesis that I got. That was the one that had the volume. It had a freaking mic, not mic, but a headphone jack. And it had a volume bar.
The little circle with the red 16-bit.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the first model, and then the second model had the buttons on the side. The power button was on this side. The reset button was on the opposite side.
And that was just black and gray.
Yeah, just black and gray. That was the Sega Genesis Model 2. And then they actually did come out with a Model 3, and then it had a big old 3 like down in the center. That was like towards the end of the life cycle. But there's always been hardware revisions of consoles, some of which were necessary, some of which were actually meant to entice you to purchase, and some just to fix problems or like optimize the hardware,
right exactly. I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with revisions. I would call revisions and updates two different things.
Different things.
Xbox One S will be an update. Xbox 360 Elite is an update. I would even venture to say the PlayStation 4, the Slim, is an update.
Yeah.
When you just change the hardware and the form factor of the hardware, that would be an update. A revision would be just the internals.
Yeah.
And as long as it doesn't fragment the player base, it doesn't. You don't add something where, let's say, original Switch players have to use their cell phone for voice chat, and now Revision 2 Switch players just use their console. That would be problematic.
Right. Yeah, I could definitely see that being a problem. But like, there's even been revisions like for instance, the PS3.
Oh yeah,
that console had mad revisions because
when it first came out, it had the emotion. What they call it? PlayStation 2. Was it an emotion chip, or what the hell was that stupid chip they called that? That's because remember the first PlayStation 3 first came out, it had the PlayStation 2 hardware in it, so it can do backwards compatibility.
Right.
They stripped that out. It had all of those those memory card slots.
Memory card slots, like 6 USB ports, like all types of crap.
Yeah, they stripped all that stuff out. That was like one of the first revisions. Then they slimmed it down, and then they changed. They pulled out the slide disc component
Yep.
to make it just a CD door at the top.
Mhm.
I mean, they made a lot of revisions on the PlayStation
Yeah.
2, but that's again as the systems as the generation matures, as it goes on, they make those revisions because it's cheaper. I mean, parts become cheaper. They want to make it cheaper. They want to be able to sell it cheaper and still make a profit.
Yeah. So I think that's the differentiating factor right there, and what people need to like kind of separate when we're talking about this new Switch version that's coming out. I don't think this is going to be an update at all. I think this is just going to be a hardware revision. You know, the Switch has been out for a little bit of time. They've had some time to actually tinker with the hardware and see if what they can change to make it more optimal. And also there's the known exploit that they need to get rid of in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
Now that's not going to impact current Switch holders at all.
No, it'll actually probably make our Switches more valuable.
Yeah, because you can actually hack these.
Right.
Hackable Switch here, $500.
That's it. I'll sell my Switch and get a new one then.
Yeah.
And pocket the rest.
I'll sell it. I'll pocket the money, and then I'll get a Switch when Smash Brothers comes out. that's what I'll do.
Yeah, but I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. I think the Switch rumor is much ado about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely looking forward to see what Microsoft and Sony has coming out soon, because we just got revisions last year, right? We got the Xbox One S and we got the PlayStation 4 Slim.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's going to be another revision coming out. I think the next hardware from either of those companies will be the next generation.
The next generation console, right, which Microsoft has already stated will have some sort of backwards compatibility, which is awesome.
Right.
I think the only people that will necessarily need to upgrade are people like me who have the original Xbox One. They may be phased out, and you might have to get either an X or an S to play the next generation or whatever they plan on doing.
I feel like Microsoft is trying to take the Xbox in the direction of the PC,
mm-hmm,
where you have entry level, medium level, and top end, and you'll be like when the next generation comes out, you'll be able to play some of the next generation games on the most powerful system of the current generation.
Yeah.
So those with the Xbox One S may not necessarily need to get the next Xbox, but people that didn't upgrade to a One X may need to upgrade.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you can skip a generation.
Yeah. Skip a generation or two in my case.
Right.
Because that's what I do with my cell phones, man. I had the Galaxy S7
mm-hmm.
for a while, and I didn't upgrade until the S9 came out. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I have an iPhone because I'm in that iPhone life. I have an iPhone 10. There's
Terrible.
no reason for
No,
no reason for me to go to get the 10s, S Max, or XR, 10R, whatever you want to say. But
too many.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Too many revisions right there.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Nothing. I broke the big
You all right?
Yeah. My wife would be upset, but she'll get over it.
Jesus. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I mean, hardware revisions, in most cases,
mm-hmm.
That we've seen recently, they've been newer additions of the existing console line.
Right.
But what's happening with the Switch is not an upgrade. This is just some tweaks, and if you go into a GameStop, you won't even notice the difference between an older one and a new one. You won't even know.
Exactly. You'll need somebody to tell you. And there's plenty of times where there are revisions of our consoles and nobody knows about it. Because it's not announced, and everything is the same except for maybe a chipset.
Or something
like
a
that.
SKU number, something like that. So what I see happening is once the majority of the current stock is sold out, they got rid of those, they'll probably send those back to Nintendo and then get the new SKU. And then those will be the new consoles that they sell. And if you buy it new, you'll have the newer one. if you get it used from somewhere, you'll most likely have an old one.
And from what I've seen, like my days working at Best Buy, you just sell through them, and there'll be times where you have two exact same boxes. I remember explaining this to customers a long time ago. I think it was with the PlayStation, the original PlayStation 1, where we had two boxes. They were both $299, but they had two separate SKUs.
Yeah.
And I had to explain to them, like, well, Sony did a revision. They made some kind of minor hardware change.
Yeah.
And it's not going to change the way you use the device or how it performs for you, but it changes something for them. Most likely it's more cost effective.
Yeah.
Save a little money.
Save money on the production of it.
Right.
Because I think if Nintendo goes with like a Nintendo Switch like V 2.0, that's going to confuse people. It's going to enrage people that have the current one, and I don't think they want that headache.
Right. And it's no reason for them to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, no reason. Yeah, so let us know what you guys think. You know, are you a fan of hardware revisions? Do you normally upgrade when you get the chance to? We'd like to know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcasting app, we would also like to hear what you guys have to say. You can leave us comments down in the comments section. You can hit us up on our social media. We're on Twitch at AWGNS. We are also on Facebook, a weekly gaming news show. And once again, shout out to our live chat over on Facebook. We do see you guys, even though you're not represented here in our chat window, but we do see you guys over there. And you know, if you want to ask us any questions, you can use our social media to hit us up and ask us questions using the hashtag AskAWGNS. What happened?
Speaking of asking questions, we did have a question.
We do have a question. All right, then let's get to it.
Morgan, I am sorry because I saw it and I took note of it and then I forgot.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to it.
So Morgan asked, are you guys going to cop that Kingdom Heart bundle that's coming out soon, before Kingdom Heart 3 comes out?
I actually already have Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and whatever, so that's the entire series. I have the entire series on PlayStation 4 right now, so I won't get it personally. What about you, Boogie?
Highly unlikely. Are
you even a fan of Kingdom Hearts at all?
I am actually. I've played the first one. I've only played the first one.
Oh wow.
But yes. Yeah. I am a fan. I just never got around to any of the other ones. The problem I have right now. So I took inventory of my games, and I have about 190 games, in which I'm only playing like 3.
Oh God.
And there's a bunch of them I need to catch up. And a lot of these are from like the free monthly games, right? Over the past 2 years. I have a ton of those in my life, but I have a bunch of games that I bought. I mean, notable ones. Cuphead. I have Mafia 3.
You haven't played Cuphead yet?
I have the new Assassin's Creed and Tomb Raider. I have Spider-Man once that gets working. I've God of War. I have
you got Shadow the Tomb Raider?
Yeah, I have it. It's on Xbox One.
What? Dang, man. I just beat Rise of the Tomb Raider, and dude, I did not realize how buggy that shit was. I don't know what
buggy.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what happened between the last time I played it and now, but something happened. That game felt completely foreign to me, and I was at like the second to last chapter, and I had to like trudge through that shit. I was like, wow. And so when it came to what game I was gonna buy, either Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I went with Assassin's Creed, man.
Assassin's Creed, yeah. I have that too. I have that.
You got Odyssey?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you buying all these damn games?
I got games coming out my nose, so I gotta stop adding stuff and play with what I have.
I try to at least beat one game before I buy another one. I try to. Vanessa gets really mad at me when I don't. It's like, did you beat that game? Especially if she bought it. If she bought it, she feels like she's responsible. She's like, did you beat that game? You ain't buying nothing to you.
Far Cry 5, I haven't beat that yet.
I'll help you with that. I'll help you.
The problem I have is I'm a Destiny stan, and the latest DLC, the Forsaken, is really good, and it is a grind. It's a real big grind. So my hours have been limited even more lately than usual, so I haven't been playing as much, and I need to catch up. I need to catch up.
Let me know if you're down for some Far Cry. I'll play that with you on Xbox. That shit's fun.
I even got my rig set up so I can stream, but all I play is Destiny. That's it. I haven't played Monster Hunter on PC. I haven't touched that in a while. I mean,
well, no, same for me, but
it's just,
I beat that game already on PlayStation.
Yeah. I can't. I don't have enough hours, and I can't justify continuing to add to my library when I'm not playing what I have.
Yeah, and that's a long form for another day, though. We can actually make that into a long form discussion right there. The backlog.
The backlog. Yeah.
The backlog. Yeah, we'll do that at another time. But yeah, hit us up on our social media, Facebook, Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because once I get my shit together, I will be uploading the actual episodes, segments to YouTube so you guys can check that out. Also, if you don't have an hour and a half to look at our beautiful black faces, you can catch a Weekly Gaming News 10 in 10, which is a 10-minute or less video snippet into some of the stories, not all, just some of the stories that we'll be talking about on our full podcast. As you guys know, we go live every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the recap or the podcast episode going live every Monday at 12 noon. So, you can get some Weekly Gaming News updates any day of the week, whether it's on your favorite podcasting app, on YouTube, or you catch us right here live on either Facebook or Twitch. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. For those of you that do listen to us, Boogie, why don't you let them know exactly how they can do that?
Yep, you can find us in iTunes. You can find us on Google Play, or we are in the general podcasting directory. So whatever podcatching app you use, we are there. A Weekly Gaming News Show, or our call letters, AWGNS. We're also in TuneIn Radio, which will allow you to have your smart speaker play our most recent episode. All you have to do is use your wake-up word and ask to play a Weekly Gaming News Show, and it will play the most recently uploaded episode for you.
Yes. And also, once again, shout out to our live audience on Twitch. You guys are awesome. We really do appreciate you. And also to our Facebook followers as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to try and incorporate you guys as much as possible. So if you have any suggestions, anything that we can do to make the show better, please let us know. You can also send us emails. Our email address is ask@awgns.com. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and bounce up out of here. We are your hosts with the most. My name is Trenell.
I'm Todd.
And we will catch you guys
next week.
Peace.